The people of Kurdistan have made their decision and entered a new phase. Let nobody blame us for this. Instead of threats and punishments, come and let's have a serious discussion and let's give dialogue a chance.
Kurdistan has finally voted to secede from 5 countries at once, 3 of which are hostile to the Kurds. The voter turnout of 5 million voters representing 28 million Kurds declaring Kurdistan's sovereignty reached 72%, according to the Electoral Commission. Turkish President Erdogan declares he will starve the Kurds to death.
He's ready to starve them to death. He said that. He said they're not going to get any food. And this is not something to be taken lightly, because 102 years ago, the Ottoman Empire did precisely that to the Armenians. They starved them to death. When I was a boy, I was told to eat everything on my plate because of the starving Armenians. It was still a concept in the United States in the 1950s. That was such a horrendous event, and I think that Erdogan feels that he can do it again.
The Kurdish leadership is being accused of treason by Turkey's president.
They'll be left in the lurch when we start imposing our sanctions. It'll be over when we close the oil taps. All their revenues will vanish, and they will not be able to find food and clothes when our trucks stop going into northern Iraq.
Their independence clearly harms Erdogan's plans to become Islam's great caliph. Could we be facing a repeat of what the Turks, then known as the Ottoman Empire, unleashed on the Armenians in the early 20th century, committing a genocide on 1.5 million Armenians? The Kurdistan people, who would one day be known as the Kurds, have occupied what is now known as Kurdistan since 189 BC. Over 2,000 years later, the Kurds gained semi-autonomy in a 1970 agreement with the Iraqi government and then re-established that autonomy in 2005. The U.S. State Department complains the United States is deeply disappointed that the Kurdistan regional government decided to conduct today a unilateral referendum on independence, including in areas outside of the Iraqi Kurdistan region. We believe this step will increase instability and hardships for the Kurdistan region and its people. Iraq's Shiite-dominated government in Baghdad has made it clear that they will not recognize the referendum's results and have demanded that Kurdistan surrender its airports. But it's still unclear how Iraq can prevent Kurdish independence. Turkey is concerned that the PKK separatists, who have waged an insurgency for 3 decades, killing more than 40,000 people, will ramp up their reign of terror.
It's not the matter of fighting against the PKK. It's a Kurdish freedom movement in Turkey. So his main target is not the PKK here. His main target is the Kurdish nation in general. So he's actually mentioned in, I believe, 2006 or 2007, even in South Africa, he would not let the Kurds form a Kurdish nation, a Kurdish state.
Iran and Syria also oppose the referendum. John Bound reporting for Infowars.com.
Let's go to Debit in Florida. Debit in Florida, you're on the air.
Great. Hey, thank you so much. Listen, I have bought your product, and I gotta say they're amazing. Anyone who's on the fence, buy it, because I've got Caveman, Superman Vitality, Secret 12, Vitamin Mineral Fusion. I've got the body armor.
Wow, thank you. Wow. You're the type of listener that makes it all possible. Which nutraceutical does you like best?
I really like the Vitamin Mineral Fusion, to be honest. That's amazing. Really incredible. I drank it in the morning, and I swear to you, I felt incredible. Like I haven't felt in weeks. My morning was fantastic, and I love you guys. I love the Infowars crew, and I just want to, I want to take this opportunity to tell anybody out there who's on the fence, just buy it. You will love it. I'm telling you, I've never bought a bad product.
What you find in our news is the same thing you find in our products at InfoWarsLife.com. It's a win-win. InfoWarsLife.com.